This is the reason more you have to pray. Anytime you come across this video, just know that the kingdom of darkness never goes to sleep. In your sleep, you don't know the battle God has been fighting for you. Yes, oftentimes we are ungrateful to God, but as ungrateful as we are, He still watches over us. If you like, you doubt me. This video you are watching, this is a story from a brother. We only chose to act it. This brother, he says every night he always has a visitor that he has never seen physically. Every day of his life, he always feels a presence hanging around his head. That presence has been hanging over his head, monitoring and watching all his activities. My dear brother, as you're watching this, yes, this must be on camera, but reality is not far from this. The battle that our physical eyes could not see, it happens. It does happen. Yes, have you ever wondered that sometimes you have a nightmare and when you wake up, it almost feels like it happens in reality? I know you might not want to put it under the comment section because there are so many eyes watching. But within yourself, if you've ever had this kind of dream, you wake up, you dream of having sex sometimes you see someone oppressing you. Yes, it might be a dream. But when it happens, dreams are a recollection of the things that our physical eyes cannot see. Dreams are messages from God. When you dream and you see stuff, yes, the only thing you can do is pray. Prayer is just the way forward. A lot of us Christians, we go to bed without prayers. Not only going to bed, as you walk out of your house every day, there is that spirit that monitors you. Are you not surprised that sometimes when you share a good news with someone, that thing never happens? It is not just the person. It is the spirit and the presence that was there when your word was uttered. If it gets into the wrong ears, it can abort the goodness that can come to you. My people, reality is most of the times we go to God only when we have problems. But the bigger problem is the presence that your eyes cannot see. The ones that you feel. Yes. Okay, let me tell you a story again. One day, when I was in the university, one day I go back from lecture and I decided to take a nap. Sitting on my chair, I dozed off. And I wasn't dreaming, but it looks more like a dream because I was not lying down. It was a trance. And in my dream, this person, the personality, walked up to me and took my money from me. When he took the treasure from me, I started chasing. I chased and chased, and in the dream, the person seemed to be running faster than I was. Well, I couldn't catch up with the person, and then I wept in that dream until I woke up on my chair. A few hours later, I got a call that my grandma had died. What killed her? They said that a certain person walked up to her in the market and started claiming my grandma's money. And they dragged and dragged, and at the end of the day, the person went with the money. And a few hours later, when my grandma got home from the market, she sat down to rest and she never woke up. This is reality. When I got closer to God, the reality dawned on me that yes, I actually saw my grandma's death coming, but I couldn't pray because I didn't know the importance. I didn't know what God showed me. My grandma was my jewel. She was one of the closest person to me. In fact, I was the closest person to her. Many people said I was her favorite granddaughter. But long story short, God showed it to me. I didn't know what it was until it happened. Back to reality. Yes, this figure hovering around this human being in bed, yes, she might not be physical, but the presence is felt. When you wake up, sometimes you have wet dreams. Sometimes, when you wake up, you feel like somebody was in your house. Have you ever looked for something so badly? You look for it, you have turned your house upside down. You have turned your house inside out. You have asked everyone around you who took a particular stuff, but no one seemed to know. Even you couldn't find it. But at the least time you expected it, you find it somewhere you never expected. My dear sister, yes, sometimes it might be you that was careless, but most of the time, the spirits that lives with us, they are evil and some are good. We often pray for the good ones, but the bad ones, they are always around. Yes, bad things don't always happen to you because the angel of God is around you, watching over you. But in as much as there is God, there is also Satan. The God that never goes to sleep and the Satan that also never goes to sleep. This is a wake-up call, my people. Yes, this might be on camera, but this is a wake-up call. If I had known all the things that I knew, by now, my life would have been better.